Hello, my name is Charlotte Rogan, and I'm talking about my new novel, which is called Now and Again. One question I often get asked is what motivated me to write the book? The initial impulse came back in 2004 when I read a blog post written by a man who had decided to quit his job at a munitions plant because he didn't support the war in Iraq. Maggie Rayburn, who is one of the characters in the book, is loosely modeled on that blogger. Back then, I would have said I wanted to write a book about war that didn't focus on military conflict. War wraps its economic and psychological tendrils around any nation involved in it, but it also has to compete with all of the other imperatives of our lives, such as making a living, raising our families, and fighting for other worthy causes. And when a war drags on for a decade, it becomes a staticky background. We tune in and out, alternately horrified and oblivious. I wanted to somehow get at that. As I wrote, of course, new motivations crept in. I began to be interested in what happens to people who start to pay attention in a focused and sustained way to the 24-hour news cycle and to the outrageous things going on around them. Their lives cannot go on as before, but what exactly do they do, and where does their duty lie? In fiction, baddies are often considered to make more interesting characters than goodies. But I started to think that a novel about people who are all trying to do the right thing might be pretty interesting. But how do those people make decisions given incomplete, contradictory, and maybe bad information? In this age of the expert, we tend to defer to people that we deem more qualified than we are. But if ordinary people don't have access to information or don't feel qualified to act, what does that say about the great project of democracy? Now and Again is my exploration of these and other questions.